The space that we're in here was once a bookstore called Bookman's Alley, and it was a really legendary antiquarian bookstore. That in fact, in the book The Time Traveler's Wife, there's a scene where the characters come to this bookstore for their afternoon in Evanston, and was the reputation that the store had was that the owner would always know your special taste in books and would put things aside for you, and that's what he does in the scene. One of our biggest challenges, I think, is also one of our biggest assets, and which that is our alley location. The people who know about us think it's so cool that we're hidden back here. One of the early Yelpers on the site made some kind of wonderful comment about how we're a speakeasy for books. So you have to know the secret of our location, but once you know how to find us, you can come in and get drunk on the books.
The children's section is very important to me personally, to assemble all these hundreds of children's books from countries, Rwanda, South Africa, into Scandinavia, books from China. A lot of people come into our store even if they're not planning to buy these books, but they want to see them. And they definitely want their children to see them. So the kids get a sense that in other countries of the world, childhood can be quite different than it is here.
In terms of brick and mortar competition, our obvious competition is a very, very large Barnes & Noble store that is half a block away from us. And we think we've created a completely different atmosphere. First of all, there is this living room feel here. You don't feel like it's a chain store, certainly. It's all about the quirky and the eccentric and the homey. We aren't really just about buying a thing. We are really about the experience that you have. People really like to handle the books. They like to flip through them. They like to touch them, they like to smell them. There are so many people who just love the smell of books. We are always engaged in some kind of conversation with our customer, whether it is a conversation that we're actually having or the little notes themselves are called shelf talkers.
We have 6 to 8 events a month, and all of these are intended to, bring the community into our store and to serve a social function in the spirit of Roy Oldenburg's third places. Not home, not work, but a social meeting place away from both. The store represents our attempt to keep ourselves entertained and our community informed and educated, and above all, a community.